Hey, what's up everybody, Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, coming at you with another video. Thanks for taking time out to check it out. It's greatly appreciated. Make sure you give this video a thumbs and or liking because that's appreciated as well. The albino rhino, the pony leg breaker extraordinaire at your service. And you know what's funny is I usually don't do videos the same day this stuff comes out, but this was kind of funny to me, so I thought I'd throw together a quick video and kind of do this just for fun because it makes me smile. So the PlayStation 4 Neo documents, which leaked months ago and I've had for a while, and all of BGST has kind of shared it behind the scenes, and we've talked about it, but the reason why we couldn't show anybody is because they had a developer ID on splashed across every single thing. But everything we said ended up being true, and these are the official documents. We know that the PS4 Neo can't do 4K gaming, and that this thing is obviously built to enhance their VR experience pretty much exclusively, because if you look at the CPU, it's the same old CPU as the PS4 currently has, just overclocked. And then if you look at the memory bandwidth, it's still relatively low. So I know people are focusing on the teraflops, but that's not really what they should be focusing in my opinion. So now you're starting to see the narrative really start to sink in, and it's starting to really kind of sink in for the Sony ponies that are like, oh my gosh, we're really going to be stuck with the least powerful option. Whereas before it was just pretty much rumor, and now that it's not rumor, now that people are, and the Sony fans on NeoGAF and all over the internet are actually able to see this, and I'm going to go ahead and link an article so you can look at them too on Xbox Mad, and you'll see for yourself that there is a glaring power difference between the PlayStation 4 Neo and what's going to be coming out with the Xbox One Scorpio. In fact, the Neo almost isn't even worthwhile to pick up because it's just upscaling the 4K, which is what the Xbox One S can do. So, I mean, to me, I think that Microsoft really did what they had to do at E3. People were doubting them and saying they were crazy for showing off the S and then also talking about Scorpio, but why? You know what I mean? Not everybody is going to want the native 4K gaming or VR, a really good VR experience. So the S would be fine for a lot of people, you know, and then the really hardcore, they're going to want the Scorpio, obviously, that power and things like that. What this is going to do, right, is now you have those fair weather fans that only really do care about power. They're not going to buy the Neo now. Why would you buy a Neo this year when you can get Scorpio next year, and it's going to be significantly more powerful? And not just talking about teraflops, because that's not the only important aspect to take into consideration here. Like I said, it's the memory bandwidth. The biggest rumor is that there's going to be 12 gigs of memory in the Scorpio, a better CPU. They're talking about using Zen CPU instead of that shitty Jaguar one that's in all the consoles right now. And so I think that that's going to actually make some people wait that maybe would have bought the Neo. And you can see that Sony is a bit perplexed right now. They're reeling. Just look at their E3. That was one of the most lackluster E3s I've ever seen. They weren't confident, they weren't cocky, they weren't anything. It was almost like they were shocked by what had happened earlier in the day, and now we're seeing why. And what will they do? I mean, they obviously already have this thing in production. Developers have the Neo, the developers have the buffers and the kits and all that stuff. So we know what's coming. We just it's just really starting to sink in, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving that the reality, that moment when the Sony fanboys are just like, they see the documents for themselves and they get that, you know, they have a smiley face and then it's slowly turning into a frown. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. It makes my fucking day. I love seeing that kind of thing happen, because everything that they've talked about for 3 years is just whoop, completely thrown out the fucking window, and you're going to be stuck with possibly the least powerful console of the generation, assuming the NX is going to be on par or even better than what we're going to see with the Neo and things like that. So make sure you guys check out the link. Like I said, it's going to be interesting, and I'm looking forward to breaking more pony legs, because this is obviously going to hurt a lot of people, and I'm loving it, bitches. Rack that shit up. Crapgamer out.